What up, everybody? Scuffy here, and we have got the final leg of spoilers for the Titan Death expansion. We're going to be doing some spoilers for the neutral cards, specifically the Mechanicum neutral cards for this expansion. I've got three to show off, and they're of three different rarities. And I'll just say it outright, there's no mission. There's no mission that I have. I mean, if there is a mission, I don't have it, but there could be, but I don't have it. So there's no neutral mission in this spoiler video, but the Mechanicum. I've said before, this is one of my favorite neutral factions. I like the synergy that they offer. I like the thematics, and I like the tech adepts and the mechanendrites and the vehicles. And Ordnance kind of killed the vehicles, killed it hard, and maybe Ordnance will still stick around because after these spoilers I've got several new things for vehicle decks. So let's go ahead, jump right to it. Let's take a look at what we've got to show off and showcase. We'll start off with the common Graia. The Forge World is a 5 energy planet, which I actually enjoy the artwork for this. Lower the cost of vehicles in your deck by 1. Draw a vehicle from your deck. I think this is a little overcosted for a common, but it is a neutral card. You gotta keep that in mind. It does not lower vehicles in your hand. So this will be very beneficial for Mechanicum Warlords, obviously, especially Tacitus Proctor. But as far as factions go, the Iron Warriors, the Iron Hands can benefit from this fairly nicely. There are some other factions that have some nice high-cost vehicles maybe they want to have in their deck lowered by 1. Maybe you want to have, perhaps you're playing Ultramarines and you want that the Venerable Dreadnought, the 9E, to drop for 8. That's an option. You can certainly go that way. You can just include this in a deck that's got Mortar Carriers and Doombringers. This works for Ornithop. This works for a lot of vehicle-based decks, but again, it's not going to reduce what's in your hand. So keep that in mind. It's okay. It's okay. It's a common. I mean, I think this will see about as much play as Jewel of Ultramar, which sees some play for those little Mimi decks. It's a possibility. Let's get into some real cards. Scyllax Guardian. This is a Automata, 2/3, frontline, but if you have no other troops, it gains flank. It's a low-cost flank, 2/3, doesn't do a whole lot for you, but as a vehicle, a lot of vehicle synergies. That's not too bad, and even if you're not using it for flank, you actually are gaining a front line here for low cost. I like this. This is pretty versatile. It goes one of two ways. You can use it offensively, you can use it defensively. That's not going to be a bad thing. And again, as a neutral, this is for not just Mechanicum Warlords. This goes for a lot of builds. While initially I'm thinking, okay, this will be great for Proctor, I'm also thinking, okay, what else could use some frontline? Some Imperial Fists could use some frontline. If I would just want more frontline with a flanking, low cost, or maybe this is a good way to deal with the Imperial Fist. I just like the option of having a card that does two things. That's pretty good. That's not too bad. Let's go one rarity higher. Let's talk about Scyllax Covenant. That's when you get more than one of these things together. You get 3, 4. This is a 6-cost epic, but it's got resolution. Play 1 Scyllax Guardian. So for 6, you're getting 2 Scyllax Guardians. But the value isn't just that you're getting a Scyllax Guardian because it's got resolution. It's going to happen at the end of your turn. That also means your opponent has got to destroy both of these covenants on their turn. Or the next turn, they'll have 2 more, at least, covenants to deal with. So these guys can quickly get out of hand. On a different scale than like Farron's Militia or anything that creates a copy of itself as a relentless. As a resolution, you're going to get that, and now your opponent has to deal with it. This could be very powerful. This could be very powerful, especially if you've got certain cards maybe in your deck, like I said, like the Iron Warriors. Maybe you're playing with the tank warfare and their vehicles are now +1/+1, or they've got a Dominators, and you drop a Scyllax Covenant that's a 6/7, and then it makes it 3/4. Maybe your opponent can get rid of one of those, but they can't get rid of the other, or they can't get rid of both. Now you've got 2 additional 3/4s that it's just populating your board, which then allows you to play cards from your hand. That's just one idea. Very cool. Or you play down Scyllax Covenant because it's a Mechanicum card, and then maybe you already have a Last Taul on the board, and now these are actually 4/5. So now your opponent's got to deal with your Last Taul. They've got to deal with your Scyllax Covenant. Ordnance might be necessary. That's all I'm saying. Ordnance might be necessary. These could become very strong. So maybe some of these Ordnance cards that we've seen serve a purpose. Maybe there's more reason to have more Ordnance in your decks. And maybe if everybody's running Ordnance, you won't see Scyllax Covenant, but when you do, be aware. So, yeah. So that's it. Those are my spoilers. Those are the Titan Death neutral spoilers. I don't know if we're going to have any more spoilers for the rest of this year. December, maybe. January, maybe. Might be the next expansion. And you might say, wait a minute. Is that possible? I'm pretty sure it is. So, that's it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Tell me what you thought about the spoilers. Tell me if you are looking forward to playing vehicles. If you are afraid to play vehicles because of Ordnance. If you haven't already liked the channel, please do. As I put out videos all the time, starting to do a wave of deck videos. I'm trying to do deck list videos for every warlord. And of course, we've got the Warp Shatter podcast that airs here every Thursday. Podcast by players for players. And if you want to be on it, it's an open invitation. Hit me up on the Discord. We'll see what we can do to get you on the schedule. Till then, keep playing Legions, and we'll talk to you later.